Hello, how are we all doing? Thanks for that one person, all right? I'm all right. So obviously I know what you're thinking. This guy's obviously a bit of a bad boy. You're right, I am. I'm obviously in a gang as well, called the Star Wars Fan Club. You laugh, but when we've got our lightsabers, we can fuck shit up for about 5 minutes, as we've all got asthma. It usually ends with us all just lying on the floor, crying and breathing into a brown paper bag. The positive of that is that we all sound like depressed Darth Vaders. So, obviously, my hope one day is to become a gangster rapper. I've got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Well, I am single, and unfortunately, my dog Cassie passed away. That's a joke. I haven't got a dog. So sometimes I watch pornography, and I've never got a laugh at that point, but thank you. Is that so surreal? Oh my God, he watches pornography. And I watch it sometimes and just think, oh, this is so degrading to women. You know, that's someone's nan. I shouldn't laugh at me in jokes. I'm not really into nan porn. I'm not Wayne Rooney. You know. I'm just into your normal porn, like ladyboys. You know, my favourite parody porn film is Transformers, Ladies in Disguise. It's a classic. It's up there with, yeah. It's up there with You've Got She-Male and Three Men and a Little Ladyboy. Seriously, check them out. Great films. If anyone leaves in the next minute, we all know what you're doing. And I'll be coming with you because, you know, I've got to make friends through some way. So I used to work in a prison, if you can believe that. And I worked with lifers, so like murderers and stuff. And I know you're not meant to, but I did have a favourite murderer. And I know you're not meant to choose, but I couldn't help it. And my favourite was Steve, and he was a bit crazy, Steve. I'd like to say he was good crazy, but obviously he killed someone, so he's not good crazy at all. And the thing is, one day I was going to Steve's cell, and I unlocked the cell, and as I went in, he'd done a day protest. So there was just shit all over the wall. And in shit, he'd written, innocent. And I was just like, Steve, you pleaded guilty, you idiot. What are you playing at? But then it was just like, how have you got shit on your face, Steve? And he had just like a little bit of shit. And I was like, you're just rubbing it in now, Steve. And before I know it, spread. And it's like, looks like you're blacking up now, Steve. You've turned it racist. And then it was like, that's not how you spell innocent. Innocent's got 2 N's. And it hasn't got an S in it either. That says innocent. Sounds like some crap air freshener, which is what we could really do with right now because it stunk. So there was another prisoner who was interviewing one day, and I didn't actually know what he was in for. So I just said to him, "Oh, what have you done?" And he listed like loads of crimes, but then one kind of caught my attention, and he said bestiality. And I know, I've taken it to a new level. So obviously I was like, I'm interested now, go on, tell me more. So I was like, what did you do? And he said he videoed himself having sex with a fish. Exactly what? I was like, wow, this is some crazy shit, mate. You're overtaking Steve here slightly. Not quite yet, but nearly. He was second best, probably. So I just turned to him and just went, oh, so were you just in the wrong place at the wrong time? That's my bad joke, but I like that one. I didn't really say that because I'm not that quick-witted. All I said, I just kind of went to him and just went, what kind of fish was it? Like, that was the most important thing that was the follow-up question I decided to lead with. I actually helped rehabilitate him, and he did see the error of his ways, and he found COD and became a born-again Christian. I'm sorry, that part was a load of bollocks. So I'm originally from Birkenhead. If anyone's from Birkenhead, mate. I don't live there anymore. But some of you might know Birkenhead. It's a bit rough. It's a bit crap. And I went to a particularly rough school. And I'm one of the most successful ones, as I actually have a job that doesn't involve selling drugs or my body. Obviously, everyone needs a hobby, though, so I still do that on the side. You know, if anyone needs anything after the show, just give us a shout. Obviously, I've got top-notch crack, and I do mean that in both ways. Easy ladies and crackheads. What else was I going to do? Oh, well, I'll finish on. Right, I manage a team at the moment, so I left the prison behind me, and I manage a small team, but they're all very young. They're all like late teens, early 20s, and for them, it's all about the banter, or as they like to call it, the bants, because the word banter is obviously too long for them. And the thing is, I hate it when people unnecessarily shorten words, and like obs, probs, whatevs. You know, people who do that are just a bunch of cunts. And like the thing is, in my day, like when I was a kid, banter was kind of seeing how hard you could kick each other in the nuts, and hilarious nicknames. Like we had Pedo Pete. He wasn't really a pedo; it was just a term of endearment. And the thing is, I actually saw Pedo Pete the other month, and just instinctively I shouted, "Pedo Pete!" And it wasn't the best time, and it was at the christening of his son at the local Catholic church. Everyone just looked at me in disgust, but weirdly, the Catholic priest left. Anyway, I think that's my time up. Thank you very much for being a lovely audience.